Mitch Marner is a superstar, and the last of Toronto's big three to be signed. In this video, we're going to analyze his importance and dive into what he's worth, so stay for the whole video. Marner is one of the premier offensive talents in the league right now, and he's only 22. He's young and primed for the new NHL. Plus, he's a hometown kid. The problem is the Leafs are already paying two players $11 million plus, and are still yet to get out of the first round in the last 15 years. Marner wants to be one of the highest paid players in the league, and in a way, why shouldn't he ask for that? He had 94 points last year, and he's a dynamic playmaking winger with absurd offensive IQ and vision that allows him to pinpoint passes to his teammates with ease. He has elite puck handling ability with ample control and confidence, combined with remarkable skating and edge work, creating an offensive juggernaut, though the term wizard may be more fitting. To quote the Bob McKenzie, he just has that wow factor. He's decisive with the puck, mainly because he's always thinking offense. Excellent shot and finishing ability. He knows what move he's going to do to score or who he's passing it to immediately as the puck touches his stick. So what is Mitch Marner worth? The question is multifaceted because other teams will pay Marner a lot more than the Leafs are able to, which brings in offer sheet potential. If a team were to capitalize on Toronto's cap problems and offer sheet Marner, and he signs it, it could put Kyle Dubas and the Leafs in a very tough position, and then have to move out another player in order to match the offer. Or they could let him walk and take the 4 first-round picks, which some fans would gladly do. The Leafs don't want that though. They want Marner to stay and sign a reasonable deal, and he wants an Austin Matthews deal. And he did have more points than him last year, even though he played more games, he scored at a higher pace. Sure, there's the center versus wing argument, that Mats is more important because he's down the middle, even though there's a lot of people that think Mitch could develop into a guy that can play center as well. The Matthews deal was really good for the player. He got a huge number and kept most of his UFA years. So you can understand Marner not accepting a much lower AAV while at the same time losing his UFA years. The biggest problem besides the cap room is figuring out the term. Marner was 4th in assists last year, 11th in points. He has game-breaking skill that some teams wouldn't hesitate to pay him $12 million by 7 years or something like that, considering how young he is. He kills penalties, he can play versus top competition, and has solid postseason numbers, 13 points in 14 games, despite a lack of success there. You see what Panarin got? How should he be paid that works for both sides reasonably? Well, some guys take less money to help the team. You have David Pastrnak at $6.7 million. You have 128 points scored, Nikita Kucherov making $9.5. Patrick Kane has been on that $10.5 million contract. Either way, Marner's camp said he only cares about comparables that are on his team, like Matthews and Tavares. In my opinion, a reasonable deal would be around $10.5 million by 8 years, which is a good payday for Marner, and the Leafs can move pieces around and make it work for a player of his caliber. It seems that players' primes are much earlier nowadays, more like 23 to 28 years old versus 27 to 31. And looking at Panarin's deal, Marner is 5 years younger and had more points. He's a legit superstar. He'll be worth whatever he gets as he gains a bit more experience in the league, but 3 players above $11 million would make Kyle Dubas' job very difficult to build a contender. Let me know what you think below, and if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for much more just like it coming soon.